All right, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're tuning in. I'm grateful to have you here. And we got a doozy today because these folks you're about to see are dropping straight up truth bombs about what's going on in our country right now. And I had to show them some love. God bless every single one of these patriots for standing firm in reality instead of drowning in these delusional liberal tears and drinking the deceitful Kool-Aid. I love this right here. This is gooder than chicken, as we like to say around here. So drop your thoughts in the comment section after the video finishes rolling and tell me what you think. Let's get it poppin'.
I voted for Democrats my whole life. They never did anything they promised. They would come to the black church and sing some Negro spirituals with us and then disappear, peer. Once they got our vote, they never did anything they promised. I vote for a Republican once in my life, and this dude done did everything he promised on steroids. He ain't even been in office 2 months, and everything I voted for, I'm getting. It's amazing. Do he sleep? Like this dude, if he sleeps, he wake up on a mission to do what Nakia voted for. He said, Nakia want me to fix that border. I'm on it. Nakia want to make sure them tax dollars is being spent for Americans more than anybody else. I'm on it. Like this dude wakes up. I feel like with me in mind, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he be thinking about me. It's like being at the casino. You put in that Democrat coin, you put it in and you pull the thing and no, you gonna win. You gonna win. You put in another Democrat coin and you pull the thing and no, you didn't win. You put in that Republican coin. I put in a Republican coin for the first time. Pulled the ding. I freaking won. Wow. So you know what that tells me? That tells me to never vote for Democrats again in life. Ever. Because you're not going to win with them. I voted for a Republican once. And hit the jackpot, honey. I will continue to do that again and again and again.
But I just want to make sure I've got a clear understanding of this. So the Democratic Party can't define what a woman is. Wants men to be able to play in women's sports. Wants men to be able to use women's restrooms. Wants to remove the term mother and use inseminated person. Yet somehow they feel as though women's rights have been taken away by electing Donald Trump. Okay, it sounds to me like the Democratic Party loathes real women. So, can somebody make it make sense for me? Trump is not and has not been the threat to women. The real threat to women is the Democratic Party. The real threat to women and children is the Democratic Party. I said what I said.
You can always tell when people are just regurgitating the headlines that they hear on CNN. It's like, oh, where'd you get your news? Just wondering, because I can't tell. Oh, Trump's an oligarch. We're about to be in an oligarchy. Like, oh, I interview survivors of socialism and communism and teach young people how to recognize the red flags of socialism so that they can appreciate the freedom of opportunity and just the freedom that we have in America, the American dream, the fact that we have economic independence, that you can choose how you participate in the economy that people in other countries simply don't have because they don't have freedom at all because dictators run the country, guys. They may be elected like Castro was, but then they just take over and say, oops, sorry, no more elections. Anyways, or they have fake elections where you basically just vote for the person and then they just fake it and say, oh, Castro won, yay. People are like, oh, well, we're going to be a communist country when Trump is done with us. Like, what?
Serious question. How are we supposed to end racism when y'all keep bringing it back up? I mean, you got a president that's trying to include everybody, but y'all want to be labeled as just black. Other Fortune 500 companies, they don't say white-owned business, but black people. All of our businesses is black-owned business. And then we end up failing because we learn that most black people are not that loyal to each other. So how can we stop racism? Let's stop talking about it. Stop being black. Start being a fucking American. I mean, that might help. Just a thought. Y'all have a blessed day.
Y'all ever heard that saying, stupid is as stupid does? Okay. So apparently the libtards are out here losing their ever-loving minds this morning because Dan Bongino is going to be the next deputy director of the FBI. And they want to sit out here and say that he's not qualified. Okay, first and foremost, how the hell do y'all know what qualifications are? Because for the longest time, y'all kept saying, you don't gotta be qualified, we'll hire you just by the way you look, or who you sleep with. So yet again, what the hell do you guys know about damn qualifications? Because yet again, if you guys would actually go do some research, go fact check yourself before you start letting bullshit come out of your mouth, you would realize that Dan Bongino is beyond qualified to be the next deputy director of the FBI, okay? I mean, if you would just go Google his resume, it would give you all the information you need, okay? My God, he has a history in law enforcement working, the Secret Service, security detail for President Bush and Obama. I'm pretty sure that makes that man very well qualified to do his job.
You know what's totally amazing to me? The left. They took our taxpayer money, they paid themselves, plus put our money where it wasn't supposed to be going. And then you have President Trump that doesn't have to work a day in his life and donates his pay as the President of the United States every single quarter. He could be living a life of luxury. He doesn't need to work, but he loves America. Then you have Elon Musk. I believe he's working for nothing. He's the richest man in the damn world, but he loves America and wants to see all us American citizens succeed and this country come back. Then you have Dan that joined Cash that has one of the largest podcasts in the world. And he comes over to help out. You know why? Because this administration loves America, unlike the last administration. It's just amazing because these people do not ever have to work again, but they're doing it because, again, they love our country. They're not non-American people like the left was, sitting there taking our money, laundering it around. Who knows where it all, well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out where every cent went. But here they are working pretty much for free just to make our country better again. Just amazing to me.
As I'm looking at all of this pushback that the Dems are giving President Donald Trump and everyone that he's putting in position of power to fix this broken economy, fix this broken, sick America that we've all had to suffer and live in these past 4 years, these people never intended for things to get better for you. They never intended any good for you. As an American citizen, they never intended any good for you, ever. They never intended to fix anything. They never intended to give you any money. They never intended to make life easier for you, the working American, the hard-working American. They never intended for you to truly be informed on the truth. They just needed to dangle whatever distraction they could their way to keep you distracted about what they were doing behind the scene, baby. Do you hear me? I'm having a good time and excited looking at what they're uncovering, but it's so disheartening, and I can't understand why anybody would be Democrat, why anybody would support these criminals, allegedly. We have just a little bit of what they've been doing. And Jasmine, you don't want them to give us $5,000? All the wickedness y'all been doing, the alleged child trafficking, human trafficking,
purposely not giving people that are in this America no money, the $750 you tried to give our Americans, as you turn around and bless other countries with all these millions, because it was going in your pocket, see. Let me tell you something. They never wanted any good for you, baby. They witnessed the ship sinking and they sat back with a lifesaver not to help you. You remember that next time you talk to any of your Democratic friends. You probably don't need to be friends with them no more, because I'm sick of y'all crap.
All y'all crying over your food stamps being cut off. Well, you know what? Get a job. It's real simple. Quit waiting on your handout from the government. Like, you're just lazy. You're lazy. I mean, bottom line, I've had a job since I've been 14 years old. You get up, you go to work. It is what it is. You don't wait on your check from the government to go buy your filet mignon, your lobster, all your gourmet shit you have in your basket. You have better crap in your basket than I do at the grocery stores. I see that and I'm like, really? And another thing, stop having 8 kids. If you can't feed one kid, quit having more children. Those poor babies, you can't afford one. Stop having kids. You know, some instances, yes, people need help with food stamps. Those folks are just needing a little help for just a little bit till they can get back on their feet. Those people need the food stamps. But the majority, 90%, do not. You aren't disabled. Quit playing the disabled card. All you women, I'm hearing on here, all the ones crying, all these videos, oh my God, they cut my $3,000 a month. I mean, really? Us folks that work every day and, you know, have our families to, we don't get $3,000 in freaking food stamps. I mean, what the hell are you buying? Good grief. Go to the store, you buy chicken, you buy hamburger meat, and you buy some noodles, and you make a meal. It's that easy. You don't buy Cokes. You don't buy all the luxury crap. And then y'all want to say, oh, well, he's going to make me work now. Oh, you poor thing. Welcome to adulthood. That's life. Get a job. It's real simple. You get a job. I've had a job. I had kids. I paid for daycare while I worked. It is what it is. And why the hell do you want to have all them kids? You know how expensive kids are? Stop playing the poor you card, because, you know, it's getting old. And, you know, grow up. Just freaking grow up. Be an adult. Get your ass up and go to work and do what you're supposed to do. You know, there's so many women out there that cannot have kids that would absolutely love a family. And yet then you have these that just keep popping them out and they can't buy a loaf of bread. I mean, stop. Where are your priorities here? Stop bringing these poor children into this world. And, you know, they'll struggle all their life. Stop doing it. Get a job. Stop waiting on the government to hand you $10,000 a month so you can sit on your ass and act like you have back problems and you're disabled. Because 90% of you are not. You know, and stop having the children. Stop having the kids. If you cannot take care of yourself, do not bring another life into this world.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring that notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here and you want to show a little extra love and support, make sure you go check out our website down below in the description section. That way you can get all the awesome shirts and hoodies you see me wearing in every single video, as well as some pretty sweet tumblers and cups. They're all made by my smoking hot wife with tons of different designs to choose from. I like my clothes baggy in the winter, so you got a little extra room to move and groove. That's just what feels gooder than chicken to me. But we got all different sizes ranging from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X, a bunch of colors. I guarantee we got something that you'll like, or at least a great gift for someone that you love. Outside of that, you can always show support by buying me a coffee, joining the Patreon community. You can become a member of the Gibson family here on YouTube by tapping that join button. All those links are always down below in the description section. By no means do you have to do any of that. Just showing up and watching my freckle face on your screens for a few minutes, I am greatly appreciative. I love y'all, and I cannot thank you enough for rocking with me throughout the years. I think I posted my first video on this channel 7-8 years ago, and you have literally changed my life, my family's life, for the better. I just can't put into context how grateful I am for y'all. And I know we get into some tangents and some long rants sometimes, and I get fired up. That's how I like it, and that's how y'all seem to like it as well. But just thank you from the bottom of my heart. But until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.